Italian now. At least for me, you can do it. You can speak Italian. I don't speak Italian because otherwise my queen is getting sad. She's getting so sad. Oh, Joanna is coming back. Let's see if now we can listen to her voice. Okay, she's connecting to audio now.
Oh,
yeah.
hi everyone.
Fantastic. You see, Elena, you were right. You were right. Try to get out and come back. And sometimes you're going to succeed.
Paola, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear everybody now.
Okay.
Finally. Okay, now that you're here, I don't know who else is coming, but anyway, no problem. So we start to do our game. Do you remember? So I never ask you if you have done if you have done something during this week, I mean, these 4 days actually, or if you watch something, I don't care. If you have to tell me something, you tell to me, okay? So if you got some trouble, I don't know, in the video, in an exercise, but even the exercises that I gave you, they're not so important that you must do it. It's just, you know, something that you can do it if you wish. Okay, so no problem. And there was the answer, but anyway, if you need another sheet with the answers, I can send you the sheet with the answers. For the moment, we could start the game that I've prepared for you. I'm closing the WhatsApp here. Okay. That is 2 fruits and a tail. 2 fruits and a tail. Do you remember that I asked you to tell 2 things in your life that you have done and 1 that is not real, okay? 2 that are real and 1 is not. I'm going to share you, before we start, I show you something that I have prepared. How can we play this game? The rules, because you know every good game has to you have to follow rules. Let me see here. Okay, share screen. Okay, for example, you see this is, I've put everybody, but I don't know. No, Maria Cristina is not coming. Let me cancel it. So you also see how I use the Excel, but I think that you do. Okay. Okay, so 3 stories. Tale 1, let's call them tales. So we got tale 1, tale 2, and tale 3. So please give a number to all your stories. You got 3 facts, 3 tales. Give a number to each one. And when you are going to present your story, you will say tale 1, and you start and say tale 2 and tale 3. Each one is telling his 3 stories. At the end, everybody else is just telling, for example, who is thinking that Paola's tale number 1 was false? And you raise your hand, and I write 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is the third, but we do not reveal which one is true and which one is false. Not yet, because we have to wait until the end when everybody has just told their 3 stories. At the end of the 3 stories, we will reveal, and who is winning? is winning, of course, the one that can trick it better. That means if, for example, Elena's false story is number 2, but everybody else think that it was false number 1, she is the winner. But mathematics will help us. It's not so difficult. Of course, I think you have understood it better, but I'm gonna play with you, of course. And that means that I'm telling you my first 3 tales in a normal way with a video. I have prepared a short video with my 3 tales. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to show it to you right now. Put in the audio because even the audio could be important. Bluetooth. If you want to write down some notes on the names, you got the names on each. You got Stefania, Giovanna. While I'm preparing everything, Rita, could you please introduce yourself a bit? Because you're the new one tonight. Okay.
Like you, like me. Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Rita. I'm a teacher in a primary school, and I live in Turin, exactly in Rivoli, about 10 kilometers from Turin. And I have 2 sisters. Carmen, you know her.
Yeah, some of us, we know Carmen. Almost all of us know Carmen.
Okay, and my sister twin, Simona.
You got the twin sister as well.
My twin sister and my mother live in Naples. I don't know. That's all.
That's all. That's more than enough. Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay, I'm trying to put it on the audio. Oh, come on, do not go away. You can hear this ta-ta-tan, ta-ta-tan, my speaker. That detected. Tonight we have something wrong with the hearing. I don't know if it's a sign, maybe because poor Ennio Morricone passed away.
Yes.
And so probably that's why everything is connected with the listening, with the hearing, is telling us something. Okay, now it's working because I have just pronounced this name. Thank you, Maestro. Okay, so I'm going to share you now I have to get used to this system because this Zoom is really, I don't want to tell bad words. Probably if you want, we can have even a lesson all about bad words. That it could be an option. Share screen. Okay. Let me, okay. Okay. Now smaller and then smaller and then bigger. It doesn't support the video so easily. Close here, open there. Sorry about that. Okay. Share. Yeah, done it. Okay. 2 truths and a tale. This is mine. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Tale 1. I went to the Royal Opera to see Romeo and Juliet with Rudolf Nureyev.
Maurizio, guarda. Muoviti.
Tale 2. I was actually in Germany when Italy won the World Cup in 2006.
Una volta. È lì, è lì, è lì. Vabbè, vai.
Day 3. I've been on the Zambezi River to do rafting. Now, which one isn't true? Nureyev, World Cup, or the rafting? Okay, these are my 3 stories. Now, I'm going to share again the Excel, and I'm gonna leave it there because now it's your turn. Okay, so who thinks that tale 1, Nureyev, wasn't true?
Wasn't.
Raise your hand. You think that one, Anna? Okay. Who else?
No.
you think
I
it's
think
real.
it's true. Yes.
Okay, just tell me. Okay. Stefania. Stefania said that isn't true.
Tale.
Tale 1. Who thinks that my tale 2 isn't true? That I was in Germany when the World Cup was won.
I think
You think?
isn't true.
So it's 1 person. And probably the rest, they all think that was the Zambezi River. Okay. Okay, so 1 is Elena. Giovanna, what do you think? Which one? 1, 2, or 3?
For me, the 2. 2 isn't true.
You think 2, so we have 2 people. 1 person here. And Rita, what do you think?
I think tale number 3 is false.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 people, you and Elena. Okay, that's okay, fine. So now it's your turn. Anna, no, Elena, I got Elena here. Helena, would you start? We listen to you, to your tale.
Okay. Tale 1. For the first 10 years of my life, my family and I lived in Lisbon. Tale 2. When I was a child, I used to play only with boys. I had 3 really good friends when I was in school. We did everything together. Tale 3. My most vivid childhood memory is the day when my little brother was born. I was 4 years old. He was a healthy and big baby.
Okay. So, Giovanna, which one do you think is false?
I really don't know. I think the first one.
The first one.
Oh, the first one.
Anna?
Me too.
Rita?
No, it's false. Number two. Two.
Two.
Two.
Okay. Anna Maria?
Tail one.
And I say tail one as well. No, 34 is too much. Okay. Yura's not here. Karen. Stefania. Stefania, which one?
Number three. False number
You
three.
say, you say number 3. Anna Maria, did you vote for me, for my tails? You didn't vote. I've lost you. I forgot you to ask you. Which do you think my tail is false? 1, 2, or 3?
Tail three.
Okay.
I think tail three.
Okay. Perfect. Now
Okay.
let's go on. Stefania.
Okay. I wrote 3 sentences, only 3 sentences.
Good.
Number one. I met 2 popes.
To what?
Number 2. I
Oh,
saw
popes, sorry.
popes.
I'm sorry, I
met
understood 2 popes.
popes.
Okay. 2 popes. Okay.
I saw Dalai Lama in Milan.
Okay. This is number 2.
Number 2.
Okay.
Number 3, I visited London.
I have visited London. That's both there. Okay, no problem. Okay. So, Anna Maria, which one do you think is not true?
Number, I think number 1.
Number 1. Giovanna.
The same.
Okay. Elena.
The same.
Anna.
The second.
The second. Rita.
For me, the tail number 1.
1. Okay. I have a doubt actually because let's say number 2. Okay. Okay, now let's give to Anna.
Okay. Allora, number 1.
Number 1.
In my life, I have been twice in USA. Number 2, when I was
Twice.
young,
You say twice.
twice
Okay.
in USA.
Okay.
When I was young, I would have liked to go to university and study pharmacy.
This is number 2.
Number 2. Number 3, 2 years ago, I decided to become vegan.
Vegan.
Can you repeat, please,
Okay.
Anna? Anna, I didn't understand the second. Can you repeat,
The
please?
second. Okay.
Second, when I was young, I would have liked to go to university and study pharmacy. Do you
And then
understand?
last one. 2 years ago, you became vegan. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Stefania, which one do you think is not true?
Number 2.
Number 2. Elena.
The same.
Rita.
Number 3.
Anna Maria.
Number 2.
And me. I would say number 3.
And me.
And Giovanna?
Yes. I say number, I don't remember. Number 3. Yeah.
Okay. Where are you going? Not you. Okay. Anna Maria. Hmm.
In August 2018, I went to Russia in Moscow.
You went to
And,
Russia.
To Russia in Moscow
In
and
Moscow. Moscow.
Moscow
Mhm.
and San Pietroburgo, non so come si dice.
Okay. So,
It
St.
was-
Petersburg. St. Petersburg.
San Petersburg.
Petersburg.
It was a beautiful, interesting experience.
Okay. And that
Number
was 1. Number 2.
I like to dance a little bit of everything. One day I have been in a big room and I dance valser with a professional dancer. I was very happy. I was
Okay.
feeling a theater that playing.
Very good. Number 3.
Yesterday I was very sad because my dog Trilly in the garden killed a little bird.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, all of you, you're very good liars. Very good liars. Okay. Stefania, what do you think about this Anna Maria story?
I hope number 3 falls.
You hope number 3 is full for poor Trilly. Okay, Anna?
Number 3.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. Okay. And sorry, there was the telephone. I have to just put it down. It was my swimming pool that probably is telling that I can go tomorrow, but doesn't matter. Joanna?
I think the second one.
You think the second one. And let's go on. Rita?
Me too, the second tale.
The second tale. And Elena?
The second tale.
Oh. I think I'm in doubt because Anna Maria, you're such a liar, terrible liar. So I don't know. You're really an actress. Let's say for poor Trilly number 3 as well. Okay. Nobody was doubting that you were going to Russia. Joanna.
Okay. The first one is I read a lot. I am able to read 2 or 3 books at the same time. The second one, I like to ride my bike. In fact, usually I cycle to work.
Yeah.
And the last one, even if I like cooking every kind of food, I don't prefer to cook fish very much.
Okay. 3 difficult facts because they are not fantastic, so they're very difficult to understand which one is true. Okay, Stefania, what do you think? Where Giovanni is tricking?
I believe the second is false.
You believe the second. What about you, Anna Maria?
The second.
The second
I
as
think
well.
The second. Yes.
And Rita?
Number 1.
Number 1. And Elena?
Number 3.
Number 3. And Anna?
Number 3.
Number 3. And I say number 3 as well. Don't know why, but let's try. Rita!
Okay, tale number 1. When I was young, I spent my free time in clubs as a DJ. Number 2, 3 years ago, I was in Florence and I participated in artistic performance and I had to go through a door. There were 2 naked artists. And number 3, I enrolled in a wine tasting course 5 years ago. Sometimes I attend wine tasting events.
Beautiful events.
Rita, can you repeat, please? I don't understand.
The third.
The third,
3.
I enrolled in a wine tasting course 5 years ago. Sometimes I attend wine tasting events.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Elena, what do you think, Rita, when Rita was cheating? 1, 2,
Number 1, that's not true.
1, you say it's not true. And Giovanna? You have to unmute yourself, okay.
For me, the same.
The
First
same.
one.
They don't see you as a DJ. Anna Maria?
The same.
Anna?
The third.
The third. Stefania?
Number 1.
Number 1. And now I don't know if it's number 1, but DJ. No, yes, maybe number 1. And I also tell you why. Okay. So we've done. Now we have to come to the results. Okay. Let's start with me.
Okay.
So I'm going to explain everything. Tale 1 was Rudolf Nureyev. Actually, I was so lucky to go and see Rudolf Nureyev. That was a dream. I was very, very young and I spent all the money that I was earning that month to go and see Rudolf Nureyev. I had to choose between Rudolf Nureyev and the Rolling Stones. Actually, it was very hard to decide, but as now the Rolling Stones are still alive, and Rudolf unfortunately is not, probably my choice was right. But anyway, it was fantastic. I was not even 20, and it was really, really an experience, a real experience. So it was true. Actually, the second one that I say that I was in Germany, not that I was in the stadium, but I was in Germany when there was the World Cup. It's my fake. It's not true. I was here with my son. And believe it or not, I've been on the Zambezi River doing rafting. Yeah. Because don't look at me like I'm now, but I've been young and very sporty. Not so sporty, actually, but maybe I wasn't, I mean, I didn't have any baby. That was why, because it was a very dangerous thing, but fantastic. And was my experience. So this is my big point, because I cheated 3 people, and that's probably I'm gonna win as well. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see now who is telling the story. One thing I want to tell you: the more details you give, the more a story seems real.
Yes.
I was very short in all of three, but you know, I'm a storyteller, so of course that's my duty. And so I was trying to follow, even if I don't know your details, which one was more detailed. Let's see, Elena, because you don't know, tell me.
I'm not a very good liar.
You're not.
No. Tale 1 is not true. I lived in Lisbon, but when I was later, I
Not
was
the first 10 years.
adult person,
Mhm.
not with my family. I lived in Lisbon without my family.
Okay.
When I was child, I used to play only with boys. That's true. And I avevo l'aspetto. I look
like
a boy.
Yes, looked like. I looked like a boy. Yes.
I look like a plate.
Yeah. I lost
only
you.
with boys.
Yes, I played always with boys, with guys. Yes.
Always with boys, yeah. And the tale number 3 is true. My little brother, when my little brother was born, I was 4 years old, and he was a big baby.
Yeah, yeah. You know, Elena, it's not that you are not a good liar, actually. It's that you were just giving us 3 stories. 2, they were full of feelings. And when you put a lot of feelings in that, especially the second one, it was too nice not to be true. Because it was so nice, was so, yeah, we could understand you were feeling really something about that period. And even when you were describing your brother, probably you could have cheated by saying that you weren't 4, but probably you were 5. That was still a cheat, but it's a small cheat. That is, the event must be completely false, and it wasn't. Because actually you are a direct person, I think. So I think it's difficult for you to be a good liar. Yeah, probably. Stefania, tell us about it.
The false racconto.
Tale. The false tale.
Thank you. The false tale is number 3.
Number 3.
I never was in London.
You've never been in London?
No.
I never been in London.
That's everybody else was saying, no, it's not possible that you've never been in London.
I'm so sad now because for visit it's necessary to have a passport. It's more difficult to go. I met 2 popes because my father was a military, and he worked in special flights at airport, flights for popes and president. So 2 popes received us, Paul VI and Johann Paul II. And yes, and I saw Dalai Lama 2 or 3 years ago in Rome when he visited Italy.
Yeah. Okay, so you've never been. So you got just one that was cheating us. Not bad. You were cheating one person. What about now? We got a 4 here, so it could be Anna.
The the tails force is 3, the third.
The third one.
The third, because I ate vegan.
I hate vegan.
Ah,
I knew that. Unfortunately, I wouldn't vote because, but you know, I like to play, but it's not fair that I was voting because, you know, I couldn't vote actually because I know you too much. When you
Yes,
say
yes.
vegan, I was almost laughing because I say, no, it's not possible. But actually, yes.
And because it's true that I've been in USA,
Yeah.
and it's true, when I was young I would have liked to go to university and study pharmacy, and then
Okay.
I make tutt'altro.
Yes, everything else, everything else.
Everything else.
Yeah. And Giovanna, what about you? You are almost cheating everybody. There's 1, 2, and 3.
Really, I write 3 sentences very quickly.
Yeah.
So the first one is the third.
Ah,
Because,
3 points.
It's true that I like cooking, but it's false that I don't prefer to cooking fish, because it's the food that I prefer to cook, because I think fish is a very good, has a very good taste, and is also simply to cook.
Yes, it is.
So is my preferred food to cook. And the first and the second one are both true, because I read a lot of books, and I go everywhere with my bicycle. Probably a lot of time at Affabulazione.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Okay. This is.
Thank you. Thank you. And here we have Rita.
Okay.
5 people, they say that you are not a DJ. Now you have to reveal the truth.
Okay, I know I'm not a good actress because the first sentence is a tale, but I have a lot of friends of mine. A lot of friends are a DJ, and I like listening to music, and when I was young, I wish becoming a DJ, but it's not possible.
You didn't finish with your training, so you could even start to.
Difficult.
It's difficult. It's difficult. It's
I like sleeping.
In the disco when the music is very loud.
Sleeping.
Okay, fantastic.
I ever been in Florence 3 years ago.
That was a fantastic story, and it was full of details. That's why.
For Marina Abramovic.
Oh yeah.
In Palazzo Strozzi, and there were many artists, and the first installation, is it right? There were 2 naked artists, and people had to go through the door.
Yeah.
Very, very
close. Close. They were
Yeah.
very close.
Yeah.
Close to you. Yeah.
It's difficult.
It's interesting, isn't it?
a challenger for
It's
me.
a challenge. It's a challenge
Yes.
for everybody, I think. Just try to
Me.
face what
And-
is embarrassing for you.
Yes,
And
yes.
try not to be
Yes.
embarrassed when there's a kind of situation.
I like Marina Abramovic because she is a great artist. She a queen of performance, artistic.
Yeah.
Uh, it's a great experience for me because I wasn't only a spectator.
Yeah. You were participating.
Yes, yes. And then I am a wine testing first level.
First level, wow.
I swear.
I swear. Oh, that's fantastic and very interesting.
First level.
Are you, but you know, last year for when was it, Elena? For Christmas, that we have usually at the end of the year and Christmas we have a party with the students, and as two people in our courses were attending wine testing courses, we were just, I was buying a particular wine, it was a very nice wine, and there was one student that was just actually doing the testing in English. And it was very nice. So we had this dinner with the wine testing. So when you are here in Rome, we have to repeat the experience with you.
Yeah, yeah. It's a great pleasure, but it's different wine tasting and course and sommelier.
Yeah.
It's a different course.
Mm-hmm. So which is the difference? Main difference?
The main difference for wine tasting, we have 2 levels.
Okay.
For sommelier, is it correct? Sommelier.
Yeah. Sommelier, okay. Yes, because you lived in the French word.
Okay, French word. It's 3 years.
Okay.
It's very hard course.
Because you have to know all the wines.
Yeah. Oh, very hard.
Very
and
hard.
Very expensive.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes, if you can monetize those courses.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. So, you know, girls, I was getting into the poll that I sent you about the books. And actually, I received 2 for one book, 2 for another book, 2 for another, 2 for another. So that was really hard because at the end, 2 of them, they were just at the top in the list. But I think that the one that I chosen is the best to read together. That is the Agatha Christie collection. So I'm going to see if we can start to do it now, and then if you want to buy it or even, I mean, it's not necessary, because we can do in 2 ways. One is reading together, as we do anyway. And the other one, the other thing that we can do is read a bit together, and then you can just read something on your own if you wish. Or we can just read together a bit, little by little, because of course we cannot dedicate a lot of time by reading. But believe me, it's really nice because I've been through the first pages of this book, and it's so nice because it's got a very easy level of understanding of, so there's no difficult grammar, no difficult sentences and structure, but there's a lot of vocabulary. So even not very, some vocabulary is not so updated, because, you know, Agatha Christie is from last century, but not so old as it could be something like, I don't know, Peter Pan or other books. So I think that was the right solution for us. Let's try to share this. Okay, so put it here. And this is, see, the book. At the beginning, we have just a short bio by Agatha Christie that I'm going to send it to you, but we are going to read it this. Poirot investigates the adventure of the Western Star. I think it's big enough for everybody to see it. And we can read it a little by, I think I prefer that you read it. I'm trying to see which one is the best way of watching it. Okay. Okay. Who is the first that want to read?
The same.
Elena, would you start, please?
Okay. The Adventure of the Western Star. I was standing at the window of Poirot rooms, and then
Yes, io sono andata. I've been. Okay. Can you see the following page?
looking
Yes.
Yes.
out idly
Yes.
on the street below.
Okay.
I go.
Yeah, go up to here, and then I'm going to just explain some words that I think you could not know. Okay. Read up to here until chair. I don't hear you, Elena.
Okay. That's queer. I ejaculated suddenly beneath my breath. What is, mon ami? Asked Poirot placidly from the depths of his comfortable chair. Deduce, Poirot, from the following facts. Here is a lady, richly dressed, fashionable hat, magnificent force. She's coming along slowly, looking up at the houses as she goes. Unknown to her, she's being shadowed by 3 men and a middle-aged woman. They have just been joined by an errant boy who points after the girl, gesticulating as he does so.
Okay.
So.
Okay, good. Okay, so I think I was standing at the windows of Poirot rooms, looking out idly, doing like this, you know, idly. So what we can do, just look the word idly. You see, if I open the dictionary here, with no particular purpose, reason, or foundation, in a nameless or lazy way, idly, okay? Like this. That's queer, strange, very strange. And here we have a word that is coming, of course, from Latin, and of course you know it. I ejaculated, that in this case is not referred to sex, because the thing that we are from Latin language, you see, of course, is from ejaculate, but it's dated, you see, it's not used anymore. Say something quickly and suddenly. Okay, so I ejaculated in this case means I ejaculated suddenly beneath my breath. Suddenly, say, what is, mon ami? Asked Poirot placidly from the depths of his comfortable chair. Deduce, Poirot, from the following facts. Here's a young lady, richly dressed, fashionable hat, magnificent furs. Do you know the word furs?
Felicia.
Yes. She's coming along slowly, looking up the houses, and she goes. Unknown to her, she's being shadowed. She's been shadowed. So there are three people that are like a shadow for her, and a middle-aged woman. They just have been joined by an errand boy who points after the girl, gesticulating as he does so. Okay. So how is it up to now? Is that clear for everybody?
I didn't understand shadowed.
Shadow. You know the word shadow? What does it mean, shadow?
Ombra.
Yes. So here is used as a verb. That means that she is being shadowed by three men. She was followed very close following by three men. Okay. So just we do it like this, and you just stop me when you don't understand something. But if you understand the global meaning, let's go on. Okay, who wanna read? You wanna read, Stefania?
Okay.
Okay. What?
Drama is this being played? Is there a crook, and are the shadowers detectives preparing to arrest her? Or are they the scoundrels, and are they plotting to attack an innocent victim? What does the great detective say? The great detective, the great detective, mon ami, chooses as ever the simplest course. He rises to see for himself, and my friend joined me at the window. In a minute, he gave vent to an amused chuckle. As usual, your facts are tinged,
yes,
with your incurable romanticism. That is Miss Mary Marvel, the film star. She is being followed by a bevy of admirers who have recognized her. And passant, my dear Hastings, she is quite aware of the fact. I laughed. So all is explained, but you get no marks for that, Poirot. It was a mere matter of
recognition. Very good. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, sorry for what? No, not at all. Okay. That's what, okay. What drama has been played is the crook. Crook means like a thief, a criminal, but not so strong, like a criminal. And are the shudders detectives preparing to arrest her? Or are the scoundrels similar to is a word that we could translate in Italian with malandrini. You know, that is
Scoundrel.
a kind of old-fashioned word saying criminal or malandrin. They are plotting to attack an innocent victim. What does the great detective say? The great detective, mon ami, chooses, as ever, the simplest course. He rises to see for himself, and he goes to the window, of course. And my friend John meet at the window. In a minute, he gave vent to an amused chuckle. If you see the film in original with English subtitles, sometimes you can read this word chuckle. That is something like, you know, this is chuckle, more or less. In fact, if we try to look into the dictionary, laugh quietly and inwardly, inside yourself. I chuckled at the astonishment on her face, a quiet and suppressed laugh. So you are not laughing, ha ha ha, but you're chuckle. This is chuckle.
Okay,
yeah.
Vent? He gave vent?
He gave out, he gave vent to
okay.
an amused chuckle. Okay.
Okay.
As usual, your facts are tinged. This is quite, you know, we can say like painted, tinged with your incurable romanticism. That is Mary Marvel, the film star. She's been followed by a bevy of admirers, a group of people, who have recognized her. And en passant, my dear Hastings, she's quite aware of the fact. I laughed. So it's all explained, but you get no marks for that, Poirot. It was a mere matter of recognition. Okay, let's go on with, who wanna read? Rita, would you join?
Okay. En vérité, how many times have you seen Mary Marvel on the screen, mon cher? I thought. About a dozen times, perhaps. And I once. Yet I recognize her, and you do not. She looks so different, I reply rather feebly.
Feebly, yes.
Feebly. Ah, sacré, cried Poirot. Is it that you expect her to promenade herself in the streets of London in a cowboy hat or with bare feet on a bunch of cars as an Irish colleen? Always with you it is the non-essentials. Remember the case of the dancer, Valerie St. Clair. I shrugged my shoulders, slightly annoyed.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good. So I think that was even a recognition. En vérité, how many times you've seen on the screen? I thought about a dozen times, perhaps. And I once. Yet I recognize her, and you do not. She looks so different, replied rather feebly.
What mean that rather feebly? Rather feebly.
Rather is more than enough, piuttosto. Feebly, lievemente, feebly.
Lievemente?
I reply rather feebly, piuttosto lievemente. When you reply, not with a strong accent, but feebly. Sacré. Is that you expect to her to promenade herself in the streets of London in a cowboy hat with bare feet and a bunch of curls as an Irish colleen? Colleen is a very old word that means an Irish girl. It's just the Irish word for girl, Irish colleen. Because probably these are all people that she was acting in the films. A cowboy hat, bare feet, you know, bunch of curls. always with you, it is not essential. Remember the case of the dancer Valerie Sinclair. I shrugged my shoulders. This is shrugging from the sliding, annoyed. Okay, let's do another little bit. Joanna, would you please read?
Okay. But console yourself, mon ami, said Poirot, calming down. All cannot be as Hercule Poirot. I know it well. You really have the best opinion of yourself, of anyone I ever knew, I cried, divided between amusement and annoyance. What will you, when
Oh, sorry.
when one is unique, one knows it, and the other share that opinion, even if I mistake not, Miss Mary Marvel. What? Without doubt, she is coming here. How do you make that out? Very simply, the street, it is not aristocratic, mon ami. In it, there is no fashionable doctor, no fashionable dentist, still less is there a fashionable millionaire.
Yes, millionaire.
But there is a fashionable detective. Oui, my friend, it's true. I am become the mode, the dernier cry.
The dernier cri.
The dernier cri. One says to another, comment, you have lost your gold pencil case. You must go to the little Belgian. He is too marvelous. Everyone goes.
Courret. It's French. Courret. Yes.
And they arrive in flux, mon ami, with problem of the most foolish. A bell rang below. What did I tell you? That is Miss Marvel. As usual, Poirot was right. After a short interval, the American film star was ushered in, and we rose to our feet.
Okay, fantastic. This is nice because, you know, there are some French words put inside, but this is something that you very often find in books, not just words from other languages, but even more dialects. A lot of words that you can find. For example, I think that if you have read Camilleri, Montalbano's books, of course, you know, there are a lot of Sicilian words, and it's the same. I mean, when you're reading a novel, you're not expecting to have an academic language, but it's the language that they actually speak, and this is fantastic. But console yourself, mon ami, calming down. All cannot be as Poirot. I know it well. You really have the best opinion of yourself, of anyone I ever knew. I cried, divided between amusement and annoyance. What will you? When one is unique, one knows it. And others share that opinion, even if mistake not, Miss Mary Marvel. What? Without doubt. She's coming here. How do you make that out? How do you realize it? How do you know that? Very simply, the street is not aristocratic, mon ami. It is, and here there's a nice word that is an old-fashioned one. In it, there is no fashionable doctor, no fashionable dentist, still less there is a fashionable millionaire. What do you think it could be a millionaire that is attracting a young lady of the beginning of the 19th century? What do you think it could be, a millionaire?
I don't know.
Un truffatore, un millantatore.
No. It's a shop for for in people that they were for rich girls. There's a word that
lover?
even in what?
A lover?
No, it's
No.
the one that is doing hats for ladies.
Ah,
That in Italian, there's an old-fashioned word as well, because I don't think that the word modista is still very, very used. A millionaire is the modista. In fact, we can do it. A person who makes or sell women's hats. Okay, that's an old one. Okay. You really have the best opinion of yourself. That's already done. The millionaire. But there is a fashionable detective. Oui, my friend. It is true. I'm become the mode, the dernier cri, l'ultimo grido in French, the dernier cri. One says to another, come on, you have lost your gold pencil case. You must go to the little Belgian. He's too marvelous. Everyone goes, hooray, French again. And they arrive in flocks. Flocks are a big group, usually of birds, of animals, okay, going together. Flocks. Yeah, mon ami, with problems with all the most foolish. A bell rang below. What did I tell you? That is Miss Marvel. As usual, Poirot was right. After a short interval, the American film star was ushered in. What do you think it could be?
coming.
Presenta la porta.
Yes, introdotta. A person showed people to their seats, ushered in. Okay? And we rose to our feet. Stand up. We stand up. That is a very nice way of saying stand up, actually. Okay? And I think we can maybe stop for today, because otherwise you say that it's a kidnapping, it's not a lesson.
Okay.
I don't want it. I want to give you back to your families. And okay, because otherwise, you know, people that they know me, they know that you have to stop me sometime, because otherwise I'm going to go on. Usually my conversation classes, they are for 2 hours, but you know, to stay 2 hours on the web online is not the same as staying personally, where you can smoke a cigarette, have a coffee, and so on. So let's be, I think it's already satisfying enough to have this. We cannot complain. Okay.
Okay.
So I see you next Thursday. I send you the title, the complete, even the link if you want to buy it with the Kindle or not. But you see, it's not difficult, this book. It's quite long, but they are all short stories. So even if you don't read it all the book, but you read some stories, it's already enough. And I see you next Thursday. The link is still the same.
Okay.
Because I have prepared the link for all the meetings. So you still have the same link. So in a couple of days, I'm going to send you even this registration of the of this meeting, and no need of having anything else. If anything is coming out in your mind, just let me know. Okay, and I'm here. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Paola.
Bye-bye. See you
Thank
next
you.
Sunday.
Have a good evening.
To you,
Bye-bye.
darling.
Thank you.
To you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.